as the tools to making a movie become increasingly accessible, easy to use, and cheaper, more and more screenwriters are turning to producing their own content, even directing their own content, or being a part of that process. So maybe just tell the audience of the International Screenwriters Association and ScreenCraft what, if they decide to take that bold step, to actually taking their screenplay that they've been wanting to get attention for a long time and actually maybe get into producing it themselves, what are steps they can take?
Okay, so the first thing I think is you have to engage in your community, and Twitter, at least right now, has to be the best place to do that for screenwriters, partially because screenwriters are all good editors, so getting in smart things under 140 characters is sort of native to them. Hashtag script chat, hashtag network ISA, the Blackboard, ScreenCraft, obviously. These are all people who are engaging online and very active on Twitter. And they're getting people to do, what do they call them? They call them writing sprints. So to do writing sprints, you have people all over the world sitting down at their computers and writing together and egging each other on, which is so exciting. But ultimately what they're doing is they're forming collaborations, and you can't make a film without collaborations, and they're finding people who have expertise complementary to them. In fact, I have used the hashtag script chat and the hashtag network ISA when I've been writing to reach out to people who are also writing at the same time, and gotten feedback immediately when I was stuck in an edit, and it was incredibly helpful. And also it's worth mentioning the Blackboard, which is associated with Blacklist. She's on it all the time.
Shala is awesome.
She's amazing.
I love Shala. Cool. So on social media, what are some specific strategies that you use and that you know that filmmakers and screenwriters can use to engage, encounter great collaborators, and also to promote themselves?
There are also a lot of audiences out there following movie hashtags. So if your movie is similar or inspired by another film, see what people are saying about it on social media and start engaging in those conversations as well, because you'll start to find your audiences there. Ultimately, it's about engaging with your audience. Yes, it's important to find collaborators for your film, but there's no point in making movies if nobody's going to see them, in my humble opinion.
How does Seed and Spark utilize social media in the audience building, process?
We use it as an amplification mechanism. So Seed and Spark itself has a lot of social components. So you can follow filmmakers on Seed and Spark that you like and be notified when they launch projects, launch new films, write articles. You can follow projects that you're interested in and get updated on them, including notified when they go out for distribution. And go to festivals and things like that. And then we use our Facebook and Twitter communities, and also Tumblr, which is a great resource, Flickr, YouTube, Vimeo.
Name them all. How many are there?
There's a lot, and they actually all sort of require their different language and maintenance. What works on Facebook is different than what works on Twitter, is different than what works on Tumblr, is different than what works on Instagram.